Welcome to the Friends and Rivals podcast.
Let's talk Devils and Islanders, let's talk Penguins and Rangers, but let's not talk about Flyers, cause they're a bunch of fucks, which no one can deny,
We are one man down. Billy is on the Bill's a healthy scratch tonight. He needs to be a healthy scratch tonight.
We're on the PK tonight, all night.
That works.
Yeah.
That's
Like back at Inman when only 3 guys and the goalie would show up.
well for an 11 o'clock game on Sunday.
And you had to play the whole game, yeah.
That was fun, though.
Those were the best. Those were the best games. You were dead after that, but those were the best games.
Yeah.
They really were.
It was better than having like the whole team there when you have like 12 people.
And you got like 2 shifts a night.
Yeah,
Because Martin Kovic's out there half the fucking game.
you kick it off. His little legs.
You
Too
couldn't
long.
climb the boards. Somebody would have to open the door for the little guy. Let me ask you a question. Now that we brought this up,
Sure.
Brian or Martin Kovic? Who's
Who's
back to back?
shorter?
Who back to back?
Billy.
Oh, that's just
Look at that. Look at that fucking picture.
Yeah, wow.
Look
Were
at
you
that
Napa
fucking-
Valley?
What the
Wow.
hell is? Look at the head. He looks like, Costanza's head was a little wider.
Yeah, yeah.
He looks like a very narrow Costanza head.
It's totally photoshopped.
I had a coworker who I was looking at his like picture for his IM picture, and I was like, wow, man, that looks great. I'm like,
We gotta
when did you
take it
take
off
that
the screen.
picture? But it was he put his own photo in, and through some AI program, and
Yeah.
it basically made a picture of him looking all professional, and
Huh.
I was like, man, you got skinny. Look at that shit. Took like 10 years off of you.
AI completely doing in the headshot market for photographers.
I'm telling you, man.
I still think it's Brian who's shorter.
I think so too. I will go with that as well.
Yeah. It would be hilarious to see Brian on skates, though. I
Or
would like to see that.
is taller.
Just for the sheer laughter of it.
We might have
Would
to
be hilarious.
Might have-
Sorry, sir. The midgets aren't playing tonight.
All
Could he
right, so
play
there's a minimum height requirement for open skate. You can't come out.
Sir, is your parent here or guardian?
That's funny. Sorry, Brian.
It
That's
sucks.
funny.
He's not even on right now.
We're not. Well, hopefully he'll listen at some point. And
Yeah, I think he's just tuning in now. Poor little guy.
Poor.
Doesn't even know what he missed.
hey, well, he'll have to re-listen to the show.
That's right. So
Okay.
all right. So Nick, you and Bill claim that Twizzlers and bourbon are like a match made in heaven. I have the bourbon. I'm sans the Twizzlers, but I will in my journeys in the next week. When we meet again, I will have tried this.
Well, if I recall correctly, it was a little bit more specific than just Twizzlers, right? It was a specific flavor.
Well, Nick's was a specific one. I
That's
think Bill
me.
Bill was just regular old Twizzler.
Okay.
Yeah, he went Twizzler. I just got
Cherry
I'm just-
Twizzler, as Bill was mentioning. Here you go.
And Nick's flavor was
orange cream twist, which are orange looking with a little cream in the middle, which I'm just
Giggity.
trying to figure out.
Giggity, giggity,
Yeah,
giggity.
Hard to see. There you go. Kinda.
It does. Wait, does the cream ooze out?
no.
Well, it will if it's not stale like this one is because I pulled the bag.
Aw.
So
Just
Thomas, will
warm
you
it
be
up.
trying the
No,
orange?
I will not be
cream?
trying Nick's. I am not a fan of the orange. Well, the fruit I can't really eat because it's too acidic for my stomach. So I avoid anything orange. The fruit or the juice, can't do it.
Okay.
So orange is not a big flavor for me. I can't even eat like orange starbursts. They're really gross. Really gross. Like on the level of black licorice gross.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might.
Anybody who can stand black licorice.
You're putting orange Starburst
Yeah.
on the level of black licorice?
Yeah, for me, it's absolutely positively disgusting.
You are
Absolutely disgusting.
a fucking psychopath.
Seriously, man, it doesn't even make sense what you're saying right now. That's not the same
What do you
level.
mean it doesn't make?
Not the same level.
Come on.
Wait, so you guys like black licorice?
No,
That's
That's what-
terrible.
there's no chance it's as bad as black licorice.
Thank you.
Oh, absolutely.
That's like the bottom of the list.
100%.
Yeah, there's no
chance
I
that
agree.
Orange Starburst is one rung up on the ladder from that. You are crazy.
It's no, for me it's absolutely
No.
disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. There's no other candy in the world that I wouldn't eat but those two things.
I think, hands down, you lose this argument 10 times out of 10 with
That's
other
fine.
people.
Lose, sir.
But listen, I can even eat those friggin' like circus peanuts and they're orange. But I can't eat orange Starburst. Fucking gross. I will trade them every single second.
Wow, that's crazy. That's
Absolutely.
fucking madness.
It's not crazy.
Madness.
It is definitely not crazy. I still get ads for the cereal cup. I guess it's this time of year they assume that I want to buy another one.
Christmas.
But
It's
I-
Christmas time.
I
You might
have-
need to buy it.
I swear, since I bought it last year, I've not seen an ad until the holiday season. Absolutely
Holiday
bonkers.
stocking stuffer item.
So, before we actually talk about hockey, there was something that happened in Major League Baseball last night that left me utterly speechless, that I could not physically talk or text anybody for at least a half hour. And it was that Jeff Kent got elected to the Baseball Hall of Fame in the commemorative or whatever the hell it is.
Old
whatever
guy.
section. Yeah, old guy section of the Hall of Fame. And he made it over Don Mattingly. And I don't know if Mattingly gets another shot at this or not. He's been on the ballot for quite some time. This might be his last. It might have been his last shot at it. But you listen, Jeff Kent has better numbers than Don Mattingly. Anybody can look that up. And the longevity was only about probably 500 more games Jeff Kent played than Mattingly, and the numbers are pretty good, except in a couple of categories. And I think these are the ones that count, right? So if you're looking at all-stars, being selected to the all-star team, first team all-star, whatever the hell it is, Jeff Kent at 5, Mattingly at 6. MVPs, they both won 1. Mattingly has won a batting title where Jeff Kent has not won one. A Gold Glove, Jeff Kent has won 0. Talk about a great second baseman. He has won 0 Gold Gloves, whereas Mattingly has won 9. And here's the argument, probably going back a couple of weeks now, so maybe linger longer. That championships, because Mattingly didn't win a championship, it severely hurt him. And here it is. Jeff Kent, 1 championship. Mattingly, 0 championships. Here it is. It really, really is. That 1 championship that Kent got with, the hell did he win it with?
San Francisco?
Yeah, you're probably right. I'm not sure when the hell it was, but you're pretty sure you're right. It was was it? Was he playing with Bonds then? Then they beat the Angels, right? Or maybe I'm thinking of the wrong one.
Whoa, how about this one?
I take
This says Jeff Kent never won a World Series ring, though he played in a World Series with the San Francisco Giants in 2002, where they lost to the Anaheim Angels.
Why does Baseball Reference say he's won a championship?
Where do you see run a championship on Baseball Reference? I don't see that.
Here, I will share my screen. Let's do this one. So on these reference websites, you can do head-to-head comparisons, right? Here's your
Oh, you
comparison.
did head-to-head
here.
comparison. Okay. Yeah, that's always okay.
So are you telling me in the just Jeff Kent, it doesn't show him winning a world championship?
It does not
Oh.
show it on Wikipedia
Wow.
either.
Wow. So where did that come from? Then?
5-time All-Star, 4-time Silver Slugger, National League MVP.
Yep.
I bet.
All-time leader in home runs as a second baseman.
Mm-hmm.
Only second baseman to have 100 or more RBIs in 6 consecutive seasons.
Yeah, good for him.
And in 1999, he hit for the cycle one day.
Oh, he's a cycle guy.
But no World Series championships listed on the Wikipedia either.
No shit. So there you go. I was incorrect. So that makes me even more mad, by the way. I'm even more mad now. I mean, did you think Jeff Kent was at like the best player in baseball, even when he won his MVP award? Would you have considered him the best player in baseball?
Never would have considered him the best player in baseball. Also, definitely would have considered him to be one of those players tied into the steroid era of baseball.
But never ever tested positive, though.
I guess not. I guess his name never popped up on any list, but the way his play developed and the way his power numbers developed over time was definitely a little fishy.
Oh, sure. Not like Brady Anderson fishy, but
no,
I get you.
But
I will say,
and the fact that he played on the same team as Bonds, right? You got that link there, but I don't want to,
I'll say this:
speculate.
Mattingly played till he was 34. He played 14 years. Kent played 17 years, but he played till he was 40. I mean, he got a few more years in, but I mean, Mattingly could have played.
More on the didn't come up as early as Mattingly did.
Yeah, I don't think there's any debate that if Mattingly played longer, even if he played into 96 or 97, would it have played out differently? Who knows?
I might have used this phrase already, but 10 people out of 10 people, if you were starting a baseball team, would pick Don Mattingly over Jeff Kent.
Oh, there's not even a question about it.
Right? Absolutely.
There's no question about it.
How do you pick one over the other for the Hall of Fame?
Jesus, I might pick Willie Randolph before I pick Jeff Kent to play second base.
I would pick Greg Jeffries before I pick Jeff Kent.
The 9 gold
Greg
gloves.
Jeffries hit for the cycle. I was at the game where Greg Jeffries hit for the cycle.
Well, they got that in common because Jeff Kent hit for the cycle.
Yeah, good for them.
Did Don Mattingly?
I don't know. He never hit for the cycle.
Maybe that's what did it then.
Well, he had 9.
Yeah, but no, he only led.
Maybe that's what did it.
He only led the league in doubles like 8 times.
But he couldn't get that triple.
Yeah, and how many times did Mattingly strike out in his career? Not a lot, probably.
About 14.
I think it was a little bit more than 14.
Let's see. I got you.
A lot less.
Jeff
Career.
Kent, 1,522 strikeouts. Don Mattingly, 444. Fuck you, everybody.
444 over
When you find those little stats.
7,000 at-bats. There are guys that it seems like there are guys that strike out 444 times in a season these days. Really, that's 2 seasons, but
that's insanity.
That's crazy.
Fucking insanity.
Well, I mean, if we want to talk insane, let's go to Tony Gwen.
Yeah. Have you like it was a stat where it was like Randy Johnson, Greg Maddux, John Smoltz, Tom Glavine, like all like the big time pitchers in the 90s against Gwen destroyed them.
Yeah. So
I think he didn't strike out one time against any of those pitchers, and that includes Pedro as well.
Gwen, 9,288 at bats, really 10,232 plate appearances, not counting walks, 434 strikeouts.
That's wild. Absolutely wild.
That's
Those
crazy.
guys were different breeds, man.
His batting average was 338 career as well, Tony Gwynn. I mean,
and he
almost hit
played
400
forever.
the 1 year.
And he played forever. He played 20 years, right?
Yeah,
Something like
played
that.
till he was 21, 20 years. He played till he was 41. I mean, he didn't really play much in the last couple of years, but yeah. That's crazy, man. Imagine that.
Right.
His last year, he's 41. He still hit 324.
Crazy. Just crazy.
Not in a ton of games, but
he was 691 pounds, but just
I was gonna say
could barely run to first base once he hit the ball.
Do you ever watch those conversations with like Greg Maddux and stuff like that? Of how fucking intelligent and great of a pitcher he was.
Oh God, yeah.
Jesus.
Those guys, they're like you said, they were a different breed.
But yeah. But I mean, you can't. I don't know if you could put Smoltz and Glavine at his level.
No, he was definitely the leader of that trio for sure.
Oh yeah, no question about it.
nerds, get out of here.
All right, so I guess we have to talk about hockey. All right.
No, I don't want to.
I know. I don't think any of us want to.
He does.
Except for Nick.
Hey, I'm
Maybe except for
actually
Nick.
not first, not second, and it would have been third, third here, but it's the last. I'm actually on top.
I don't remember the last time on this radio program that
Because
you
been a while.
were last.
Yeah.
Been a while.
It might have been like the very start of a season, maybe.
You know what we should do?
No.
Just because of that,
Yeah.
we should reverse the order tonight. We should have the best team go
Oh.
first.
Brutal.
Well, when Billy's not here, we can do anything.
Yeah, well, it's true.
It's no Billy Monday. This is great. Billy's trying to defend his profile picture, by the way. He's saying his YouTube profile picture was taken in Bridgewater, by the way. Some call it the Napa Valley of New Jersey.
No
Okay,
one's ever said
terrific.
that.
Blah.
No one's ever used those words together.
No, nobody has ever used them together. So, Quinn Hughes, I mean, it looks like this is going to happen. It looks like Vancouver's not going to wait. So they're just going to they're going to dump him because you know what? The asking price was probably astronomical, and they're probably getting astronomical things back for him. Right now, look, Philadelphia and Detroit, maybe it's media speculation. They want more shit from the Devils. Who knows? I mean,
I mean, it could be
what's your
Philly trying to
trade
drive the
package?
price up. That's
Yeah.
for sure.
I think that's
Yeah, no
more of the
doubt.
thing. I think everyone's kind of like earmarked the favorites, obviously the Devils. I mean,
Right. So
there's
why
no
not
question
try
about
and,
it.
why not try and jack up the price? So
what would astronomical look like?
astronomical
Yeah, because
Would
that's
look-
what it's got to be right now. It has
would
to be
look like-
astronomical.
Nemec, Mercer, a first, a
that's three pieces.
defensive prospect,
That's too much.
and Jesper Bratt.
No, and Brat.
That's what's out there. Not out there, but that's the hypothetical
It's
High-end.
quite a package going
high end.
the other way
the
to
package.
Vancouver.
Yes, it's way too much going back.
That's way too much.
It's way
I
too
would
much.
love that. Man, the Devils would suck for another couple more years.
I would deal with Nemec, Mercer, first round pick, and maybe Seamus Casey,
We're
or
not going to do that.
the big defenseman that they just drafted in 2024, the 6'7", 200-pound Russian defenseman.
If you're dangling Brat out there, I
No
would
Brat.
want him over.
That's
I would
a
want
lot,
him
dude.
over Mercer and Nemec.
Off the table.
No question about it.
Bratt is off the table.
No
Heischer's
question
off
about
the
it.
table. Hughes is off the table. That's it. Everybody else is up for consideration.
It'd be funny if they traded one of the Hughes for their pro. Send him Jack. Screw it.
I also think
Here's
there
some-
needs to be
some plastic
salary
knives.
going that way to fit him.
Yeah,
You're
that's
right.
their problem.
right?
They
So
just
we need to
don't
get rid of a
believe.
Palat or a Hamilton as well.
Well, how
To
much
free up some cap
cap
space.
space do you have? Well, I think Palat has to be part of the deal. Does he have a Does he have a modified no move
Let's-
clause or a no move clause
We're
with
going.
Palat? I
I
don't
believe he
recall.
does because that was a big thing in his contract. Was
Has to be, but he's on the last year or two. While you're looking that up,
he's
looking.
got a no movement clause. Hamilton's got a no movement clause, but they can waive it.
Yeah, they could, but would you waive it to go to Vancouver? I listen. I talked about how beautiful Vancouver was. There's not a fucking chance I'm doing that.
It actually says no movement clause and a 10-team and a modified no trade clause. Well, why would you need a modified no trade clause?
No. When does the modified no trades clause kick in? Because I'm
They're
assuming
both for this season.
if that's on for this season, then they're both modified. Then they would both be submitting a 10-team list
Okay,
where they didn't
wow.
want to go or some shit like that. But if you're either one of them, would you block Vancouver? Would you put Vancouver on the list? Because I'm sure they haven't asked you for a trade, a 10-team no trade list. And if they are asking for you, that means you're probably headed to Vancouver unless you block it.
I don't see why Palat wouldn't okay a trade. Next year is the last of his deal. Maybe he would use it as a chip to say, hey, I'll waive my no trade clause, but we gotta, re-up my contract somehow. We gotta extend my contract.
Unless I was Vancouver with permission from the Devils to talk to the agent to let them know that we're not going to keep him long term. We're going to flip him at the deadline.
Yeah.
So he's going to go to a contender. I think that's probably more appealing to Palat at this point, right?
Yeah, I would think so. I
would.
know I'm really in the minority. I don't want to see Hamilton go. I would rather see Palat go if it came down to the two.
Okay, so if you don't do that, so to just Quinn Hughes just slide in where Nemec is playing right now?
Well, they've got him paired up right now.
I don't know who he's paired up with.
They had Nemec and Hughes paired up. So would you really want the two Hughes brothers together?
I was going to ask you that same question.
That's
What does the power play look like? Is it all Quinn? Because
Quinn is
Luke,
the number one. Yeah, Quinn is number
understood,
one.
But Luke's going to be like, all right, I don't get a chance to be on the number one power play unit ever because Quinn's here. That's tough to swallow for a friggin' 20-year-old.
You know what? Why not put them both out there? Why we don't have to have 4 forwards and 1 D if we've got those two guys.
I think if you have talent like that, you don't need a forward playing the point on the power play.
Put them both out there. Now Luke's slap shot is terrible.
Yeah.
But he can get a wrister on net for deflection. So
yeah, but you need that, and that's the biggest problem with Adam Fox is he doesn't have a shot at the point on the power play. Really would love a defenseman who could do that.
I think is his problem. He's just like not. That is a bad shot. He's not.
His slap shot is
bad.
Is awful. It's 67 miles an hour.
It was like Jay Hutchinson's roller hockey slap shot.
Oh God, yeah.
It's the slowest thing you've ever seen in your life.
Okay.
But that begs the question: Philadelphia's got a ton of young assets that they can trade back, as does Detroit.
But would you make that trade giving up on your young players, knowing the guy's going to be a free agent and he ain't re-signing with you? Like you're giving up your assets just for him to run out the contract. Do you go into it thinking worst case scenario?
But if I was Detroit, but how much? When's Quinn signed through? Please, I should have looked
next year.
So he's free agent end of next year.
Yeah,
end of next season.
Right. So you get a year and a half.
Yeah, you can't even talk extension with him yet.
You can't talk extension until July. And With everything they've said, they want to play together.
So the problem
he would look
is
amazing. He would look really good in Detroit, Quinn.
problem is this: if other
Shit.
teams, and this could really kill their value. And I think you're right though, with like the Flyers and others, maybe just trying to drive the price up. But the problem is if he really wants to play with his brothers, there's no way to extend him right now with a sign and trade. Like,
Right.
how many teams really are going to be that interested to throw that much away? I mean, it's not like it's a 2-season thing, but you can't throw that much at it.
You can't give up. Yeah, you can't give up your future.
Unless you know.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think the Devils are the ones that, if that's the case, if that's what's really happening, then obviously they're going to be bidding against themselves.
And then it's all in Vancouver. When do you want to pull the plug?
Yeah, so it's a waiting game, really. If the Devils are smart, they just kind of wait it out and throw their offer.
I don't think the price goes up higher from where it is right now. I think from here for the next year and a half, it's just a steady decline of what that return package is.
It is because, as you know, I would say, I don't think that's right. I think next year you can do a sign and trade, right?
But
An extension.
Why? Who can do a sign? New Jersey?
Quinn can.
No,
because
Quinn.
Anybody can extend him at that point after January 1st.
But knowing that
January 11th.
Knowing that the significant odds are that he's going to sign in New Jersey, why would some other team try and do a sign and trade?
Are you sure? Or will he sign long term somewhere where it's really good for him and his family, and Jack becomes free agent in 30, and then Jack goes wherever Quinn is?
No, I don't think they want to wait that long.
Well, I'm saying they could definitely teams know. They don't just go, oh, we're gonna try and sign him. Like discussions happen, obviously. Right. So the trade would be dependent on.
What are you implying, Nick? Are you implying that there's some shenanigans going on?
Every time they sign him and they trade him.
You're right.
That's it. I mean, I think this year is the Devils really, because of the obvious, like he wants to play with his brothers. I think everybody knows about it. Devils are really the ones that should trade for him, and
they're in a real funk right now, so they're desperate to make some sort of change.
Right.
So again,
early season.
Right now, the Quinn Hughes value for Vancouver is at its peak.
Mm-hmm.
They play each other this Sunday. And then they don't play each other again until January 23rd. Do you wait? If you're Vancouver, do you go, you know what? I don't want to trade this guy and have it come back and bite me in the ass that quick.
If you're offering me the package that you offered me first, I mean, what?
The deal would be done already. I think the deal would be done already.
What are we talking about?
I think that's the ask.
Yeah, but I think Bratt and Mercer going the other way cancels out Hughes' contract coming back. So I think in doing that, you would have a little bit more space at the deadline, actually. Right? How much is Quinn making? 10 or 9? What I don't even know what he's making.
Well, let me just give you Bratt. Bratt's 7.8.
Uh-huh.
Mercer's 4.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like 11.
Because that's between 11 and 12. Where's Billy?
Quinn is making 7.885.
Wow.
So
then there would be probably money coming back with him to New Jersey, rather.
Bratt's not going anywhere. Can't happen. You're
getting Quinn Hughes. Why?
Who's replacing Jesper Bratt up front?
It doesn't matter.
They already
You're getting Quinn Hughes.
They already don't have enough players to fill out a top 6. You can't give away one of the top 3, really, and not backfill it with a player of equal value. You've got to have somebody ready to jump into that spot or get somebody to fill that spot.
But if the Devils are serious about getting Quinn Hughes, I think I think Bratt makes a lot of sense going back the other way.
I do not see that as
if he's available. Jesus, what did he just sign his contract?
Yeah, I do not see that as an option. I think it was 2 years ago, but
it was 2 years ago.
Yeah,
but
I
even
do not
still,
see that.
This is all good and fun until at the last second, Vegas swoops in and gets Quinn.
Yeah.
We're like, are you kidding me? How did they do that? But I don't think teams can do that anymore this year with LTIR and stuff like that.
They put the kibosh on that.
Yeah.
Again, it's one of those things that
he's only making 7, 8
for everybody. It seems like a fait accompli that it's going to happen, but those things sometimes fall apart too.
Sure, it took. I was speculating Kane to the Rangers for 2 years before it happened.
Right.
So. And at the end, they ended up overpaying and not getting equal return for what they did. So, I don't think your instance is anything like that.
It's a little different, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But
if I'm the Devils, what are we talking about? Let's go fucking do this. What's it gonna take? Nemec and Mercer? Okay.
Nemec, Mercer, a pick and a prospect. That's
but I think you're right, and I think it's going to be a potential like Casey Seamus or whatever the fuck his name is.
Seamus Casey.
Whatever.
You just did it backwards. It's okay.
Who cares? It's irrelevant because who cares? Who cares what you're sending back? You're getting Quinn Hughes, even if it was Bratt. Who cares? Who cares? No. It's Quinn Hughes
because you got to field the team.
You'll be fine as long as you can keep 86 healthy. You're going to be fine.
But that's just
when he's not healthy. You're fucked.
No, you can't operate under the assumption that Hughes is going to play a whole year and Heischer's going to play a whole year.
Why? Why can't you go under the assumption of that?
Because they get fucking hurt every year. It's
players who don't get hurt.
The expression. First time, shame on me. Every other time, if shame on you. Every other time, shame on me for expecting it. You cannot expect it. It's not going to happen.
So at what point does Dougie Hamilton get hurt this year? Because he's another one who typically gets hurt every fucking year.
And he has been.
I'm shocked it hasn't happened yet.
He has been. He has been down he missed like 7 or 8 games. Bratt is the player that seems to stay in the lineup. So you can't get rid of him. He's the one you can count on. He's the consistent player.
I told Tina to get you his jersey for Christmas.
Why? So he would
typically when you get
it's only if I buy it. It's only if I buy it.
Oh, it's like your betting thing. It has no power. It has no power.
Yeah, no, it's got to be me. It's got to be me to do it. Yeah,
I understand.
I appreciate that though.
But then again, it's Quinn Hughes. I don't care what type of glue guy it is. You'll find another glue guy. Eventually, you'll find another fucking glue guy. No. And first off, I don't think Bratt is your glue guy. I think it's more Heischer than it is Bratt. But
Bratt's good.
Listen, Bratt. I would love Bratt on my team. Are you fucking kidding me?
If they were both available in a draft, knowing what you know today about them, I think you debate
Quinn Hughes and Jesper Bratt.
Heischer or Bratt.
Oh, Heischer because he's a center.
I think you debate the pick.
But I think there's a debate. It's Heischer. I think it's Heischer because he's a center, though. Wings you can find, centers you can always transfer to wing.
Well, we can't seem to find a fucking wing, so don't say that. That's not true.
What's team? I guess we'll talk about that in the Ride the Metro section. I guess. But I didn't see. Did you see what the package was coming across from Philly or from Detroit?
No, I haven't seen any other speculations.
Boy. All right, so I got some teams where everybody's about 500. We'll start in Eastern Conference, and what do you think? You think there's going to be more of an upswing? You buying this team? You selling this team? And and there's a couple of interesting ones in here. Let's start with the Florida Panthers. Right now, 28 games played, 14 wins, 12 losses, 30 points out of a playoff spot by, it's 4 points right now because, I mean, Jesus, between first and out of a playoff spot in the Eastern Conference is 1 point.
Yeah.
So it's really, I kind of saw this happen with the Florida Panthers, though, with all the early injuries to Barkov and to Kachuk. And if you didn't see this happening and you picked the Florida Panthers to win the cup again, I think you're sorely mistaken. And I am selling this team. Without those two guys, this team cannot function.
No, yeah, you can't
consistently.
You can't lose top players, multiple top players.
I'm in the opposite side. I watched them play.
When are they coming back?
I watched them play last night.
Barkov's not
coming back until probably March or
maybe
April.
Playoffs if he comes back to playoffs. But
Kachuk is January.
I think it was after Christmas. They're hoping.
Yeah. But he'll be back for the Olympics, he's saying right now.
Yeah.
He'll 6-7.
If he doesn't get hurt in the playoffs, in the Olympics, then he'll be fine. He should be good though. I mean, honestly, I watched them play. They got Marchand. I hate how good that guy is.
Fuck him.
But he stepped in, really filled in the spot. Honestly, when they get Kachuk back, I think they're going to be fine. They're not the juggernaut that they were with Barkov. That's a big gap. But they know how to fucking win games, man. They were very good last night against the Islanders. They shut down their speed and played a grindy game, and they outgrinded the Isles. And honestly, they're a good team. Nobody's really bad in the East. And I think of all the teams,
All right, so you're buying them.
I'm buying
2 sellings.
I'm buying.
Toronto Maple Leafs just underneath the Florida Panthers in win losses, 13 and 11, 30 points. Is Mitch Marner really hurting him that much in the regular season? Is that it, or is there more to it up in Toronto for bad news? I got to be honest. I could give 2 flying fucks about the Maple Leafs.
I'm selling.
Just when's Matthews going to become a fucking Ranger or an Islander or a Devil or something like that? When's that going to happen?
He's gonna
think he's going to – well, he can't go to Arizona. They don't have a team.
He's going to start the next Coyotes team. He's going to start another one.
Dude, you know what? If that actually happened, I would fucking love that. You know why? He would be vested every single game.
Of course.
And a motivated Austin Matthews is an Austin Matthews I want on my team. A motivated any hockey player is a hockey player I want on my team.
Yeah. Toronto, I don't get Toronto, man. I think
three players in double digits in goals right now for Toronto. The Devils have 4. So even though, and that's saying a lot because the Devils haven't scored for shit all season. And they still have 4 players with double digits.
I mean, they can score goals.
That's just it. They're not scoring. That's the problem.
They have 95 goals scored for. I mean, they can score, but they have 93 goals against. I mean, they let a lot of goals up.
We've said that since the beginning of time, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Defense and goalie, they're like the Flyers in that respect.
Rangers have 2 double-digit goals.
That's just
Vanacek and Panarin. Terrible. The New Jersey Devils.
Well, they get Jack back and they make a big trade. I mean, hard to see them not make the playoffs.
I don't think they need to make a big trade. They just need Hughes back. They're a team that is so dependent on that guy.
Yeah.
He has to be. They could do nothing else the rest of the season, and they would still make the playoffs as long as he's healthy.
I think. So what? They've lost 5 straight now.
5 straight.
They were what? Top of the.
They were top of the Metro. Well, no, they were second in the Metro. Second in the Metro.
They were flirting with number 1.
Yeah, behind Capitals.
But one
the
one
Hurricanes at
win.
the time.
Come on, man.
They win their game tomorrow. I don't know if the
Sure.
Isles play tomorrow, but if the Devils win their game tomorrow, they're tied with the Isles, and so that puts them right back up to third in the Metro.
Absolutely. I can't see them not going anywhere but up from here.
I would
No.
I would buy the Devils, obviously.
But you tell us.
New York Rangers. You buying or you selling them? It's the strangest fucking thing in the world. They have 3 home wins and 12 on the road. There's only one other team in the entire NHL that has double-digit road wins. Oh, sorry, there's 2 now. The Avalanche and the Dallas Stars.
Stars, yeah.
Those two
They're
They're
best
the
teams
only,
league.
and they have 2 less than the Rangers. Rangers are 12-4-1 on the road. It's puzzling what is happening on home ice.
That's as mind-boggling as a few seasons ago where the Devils couldn't score the first goal of the game. That statistically, that's the same kind of anomaly. Like, how is that even possible?
Don't know, but if they ever learned how to play on home ice and win, and look, the last couple of games have been really. In fact, this week has been really stellar.
They would start to climb for sure.
Yeah. So if that's all they got to fix, and make a little and do a little dance at the trade deadline to get some people, I'm buying them. They're my pick to win the cup.
Of course.
So, and I haven't let off on that, even though as much as I hate them, still haven't given up hope yet. It's getting there.
And I'm selling on the Penguins.
You're selling the Penguins.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if they could
think
keep it up the whole year.
You know, Philly did this last year, and Philly had a great start, and they were in it up until around this point, and then they fell off a cliff. Yeah, and I think that decline is certainly here. Sorry, Bill. How about the Islanders? You buying them? You selling them? Go ahead, Nick.
I want to buy, but I mean, we had a couple of major injuries, and with Romanov out for quite some time, maybe back to the playoffs. Palmieri's out for the year. Pageau's coming back before Christmas. Varley's been skating. I mean, I've written off Varley because he's been Rittich has been really good for us. But yeah, I don't know.
He's still on your team? He didn't go back to the KHL?
He's been hurt. He's had some lower body injury for a while. Yeah, almost a year he's been out.
I thought he went to the KHL.
Stop whining.
Yeah.
Wait, near him.
But regardless of all that, the team has been. This is the most I've enjoyed watching the team in. I can't even tell you how long. It's been forever since the years of the problem is even with the Tavares years, Capuano would kill me watching the team because it was so fucking boring to watch. He's such a terrible coach. And I think the first year of Trotz maybe is the closest to it because Barzal became a great player out of nowhere and just not out of nowhere, but first year in the league and all this excitement. But really, this is a very different team. They're much faster, they're younger. They
seem more well balanced. Yeah.
Oh, it's they're buying into Watt's system. And they just look like they are skilled enough to play. So many years I've been watching this team be such an old school team, just trying to get barely the puck in and knock it in. I know. Get the puck to Lee in the front, blah blah blah. I'm buying. Team is fun to watch.
Listen, they have a buzz about them.
Yeah, I'm buying on the Islanders too.
I am too. I think they're not going to really go for it this year, but they're going to make a deal or two, and then they're going to solidify a playoff spot. And
they're not going to sacrifice the future for this year
for sure.
That's
not going to happen
unless Schaefer gets injured. If that happens, that's your glue guy, and if he goes, you're fucked. Really.
Ladies and gentlemen, please say hello to our good friend, Mr. Paul Schaefer.
I don't see that happening in the sense that this was not supposed to be a year where they were gonna be a contender
Right.
of any kind. So I mean,
But it doesn't matter if you're still close. You're gonna add at the deadline
Not-
at least
not
depth players.
the defense is really thin, so they'd have to. It'd be really hard. It'd be really, really hard to
You
add.
guys should
with
trade
what
for
they
Quinn
got.
Hughes.
Dude, when he was
They
talking,
could.
that's all I kept thinking about.
You should
They
trade
could.
Schaefer for Hughes. That would be awesome.
I think he might be an untouchable. Throwing that out there.
Pretty untouchable.
Yeah.
Pretty
All right.
untouchable.
Everybody else's team can go fuck themselves, especially the Flyers.
Yeah,
Fuck the
no.
Flyers.
Sell.
So I'm definitely selling the Flyers.
Sell for pennies
So-
on the dollar.
No doubt.
Didn't we just
All right.
do this?
No, we didn't.
Oh,
So
Jesus.
we're going to start with the shittiest team on this podcast right now, and that's the New Jersey Devils.
Unreal.
Last
Nick
week, we were singing you were going last.
As Nick was so nice to point out, the Devils are in the middle of they're currently running a 5-game losing streak. This past week, it saw them get shut out in back-to-back games for the first time since 2021. It was actually the first time they were shut out in back-to-back games on home ice since 2008. Not only that, we're going to add in that Mackenzie Blackwood, Scott Wedgwood, who played for Dallas, and Akira Schmid, who played for Vegas, all former Devils, are now a combined 8-0 versus the Devils.
Can your vagina be too wet? 100%. And here's
with
how.
multiple shutouts. The week also saw them drop a game 4-1 to Boston. And that is why I'm going first. The combination of Lemico, Nosen, Cotter, Palat, and Glendening have scored a grand total of 5 goals through the first 27 games. 5 goals. And that includes Palat being, on the top line, as I've said before, for a considerable point of the season. So, like you said, without Jack, this team just doesn't seem to have it. Hoping that tomorrow's game against Ottawa is some sort of a wake-up call. So this week they've got Ottawa tomorrow, Tampa Bay Thursday at home, and then weekend matinees against Anaheim and Vancouver, both 12:30 starts over the weekend.
Ooh, bet your Chris Kreider anytime goal. Against
Absolutely. For sure. Saturday.
Those matinees are so tough. So tough. You can't play that. He's injured. He's not helping.
No, but Kreider against the Devils is
it's money in the bank.
Yeah.
We're gonna turn to the Rangers, and at least we're not last this week.
Eat a cock, Linda.
Yeah, absolutely. And the week also wasn't as bad as I was anticipating until you get to the back-to-backs, where the Rangers are now 0-6 in back-to-backs this season. Thought you'd be happy with that. Valiant effort against the Dallas Stars earlier in this week, and then they really go up. They go up to Ottawa, and again, the Rangers have been just the best team in the NHL on the road, and they had a great game against Ottawa. They were physical. They were everything that you want in a hockey club. And then they came home with a matinee against the Colorado Avalanche on Saturday, and the Avs just did not start off very well, and the Rangers did, but they couldn't score. They could not score in the first period where they had their opportunities, and it could have been as much as 4-0 at the end of the first period. But it wasn't. You give Nathan MacKinnon a chance in overtime, and he's going to burn you. And boy, is he good. I know we say Connor McDavid is the best player in the league, and there's no question about that. But if there's a close second, it's Nathan MacKinnon, and he's just a fucking horse. Just a fucking horse. And then the Rangers get anally raped by the refs yesterday evening at the Garden. Two different actually 3 different instances if you want to count the Will Borgen, Brett Howden incident that led to the 4-on-4 at the end of regulation. If you want to include that, fine. There was 2 other times where the Rangers were absolutely screwed out of a power play. One was in regulation when Panarin got tripped up, and then later on that same shift, he was called for a penalty. And then later on in overtime, before the face-off in the offensive zone, Matthew Robertson, blatant trip at center ice in overtime. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? And Chris Lee was the referee last night at the Garden, and I just want a sincere fuck you to Chris Lee, the referee. I hate you now. This was the referee, if you remember, that wasn't allowed to ref in the playoffs because he sucked so bad. NHL, wake up. Give us good refs. But the Rangers lose in overtime on what was just a beautiful set play. In a defensive zone draw, wins the puck straight back to the defenseman. He banks it off the boards and leaves it out so Eichel can skate into it and just backhand on Quick. You couldn't stop it. But the Rangers get points in every game this week, which is huge because they had 3 home games against very tough opponents in the Dallas Stars, the Colorado Avalanche, and the Vegas Golden Knights. This week, not too terrible of a week. They have the Chicago Blackhawks on the road Wednesday evening. That's a TNT 7:30 start. And then the Hockey Night in Canada on Saturday evening at the Garden against the Montreal Canadiens, a young whippersnapper of a team in the Hurricanes. And then next Monday evening is going to be a very, very special evening. That's when the Rangers play the Ducks, and Chris Kreider will be back at the Garden for the first time since his trade. That'll be a very emotional evening. Kreider's one of those Rangers that you just, no matter what, it's going to suck. It's going to suck for me watching him play for the Ducks that night. Nick, gloat about your Islanders.
Well, I also had a 4-game stretch this week. They had couple games and the pretty crappy after the great 6-1 road trip. Came back home, was pretty much a lull, and then 2 big wins this week. The Tuesday against the Lightning coming in, we beat them 2-1. And I say it because the Lightning have a good team. They're I can't remember where they are in the standings right now. They're number 1. Sorry, they are good, but it's the East, and they have one more.
They're very underrated. Very underrated.
Yeah, but Kucherov didn't play in that game, did he?
He didn't play. He was out. But,
all right. So don't go screaming the Islanders friggin' praises, pal. Right, dude's an assassin.
Of course he is. Follow up 2 nights later against home against Colorado, the best team in the NHL, and the Isles gave Colorado their second regulation loss this year, which was awesome to watch. However, I was nervous the whole game because that game they were up 4-0, and I texted you guys as soon as I was 4-0.
Yeah,
but.
Believe you me, we were all watching the scoreboard after you texted.
We were hoping.
2 goals happened very quickly, very quickly, and then I was like, I'm not taking another text after that. And it wasn't until the 5th goal that Isles kind of made me feel a little better, get back to a little bit more of a lead. But damn, man, they're just such a scary team to play against. They're always in it, and McKinnon monster, Makar monster, it's just amazing. McKinnon's always on the puck. He's always just full speed. That guy is just a workhorse. It's nothing else to it. An unbelievable player. I don't care. They're going to be in the Cup final. That team is so good. Even they had a bad night against us, but man, they are just no quitting that team. Super skilled, great team to play, great game to watch. Really, really enjoy that game. But man, they fly. And then Followed up with a double game, a double header against Lightning and the Panthers back to back in Florida. We're able to come away with the win against the Lightning. 2-0 shootout or shutout. Awesome game to watch. Just like a really close game. It was 0-0 all the way until like late in the third. Cal Ritchie scored a beautiful power play goal, which our power play is like probably the worst part of our game right now. Even though it looks okay, they just for whatever reason aren't getting the goals. But it's not like in years past where they can't get the puck in the. Even last year, they couldn't get the puck into the zone. They couldn't. They had one move. Give the puck to Barzal. He'd try and stick handle and maybe chip it in, and sometimes, but every time it just felt like the entire 2 minutes was trying to get the puck in the zone. And now that's not a problem. Yes, they have sometimes like every team can't get the puck in, but man, like we spend much more time in the offensive zone during the power play, and they get more looks. It just hasn't happened. It hasn't clicked yet, and I think once that starts to click, it'll generate more wins. But the penalty kill, they were saying on the broadcast that the Isles are like 90% since I think it was like was it since November? I think it was November, like 90% or something ridiculously high. But that's just been they shut down the power play against Colorado, and Lightning went for 3 in this game. Anyway, Calgary scored a nice goal in the power play through the legs, between the legs, knocked it off the goalie in. Was the difference maker. They were able to hold off and get Sorokin a shutout. Sorokin had 3 wins this week. Got himself first star in the NHL for the week, which is nice.
Wow.
Yeah, big moves for Ilya because he had a rough start to the year, and they changed goalie coaches, and that has made a big difference. He is looking way better. I don't know what the deal was, but he was not gelling with that goalie coach.
Yeah, there's sometimes we just don't see eye to eye.
Yeah, and then last night the game against the Florida. Florida just really clogged the lanes up. They just had the Isles kind of figured out last night, and Isles could not get much going offensively. And it was a good game to watch. I mean, it was 2-1 until late in the third, until Seth Jones scored on a kind of ends the game there. Ends the game when you're just a really rough one. You're like,
Seth
damn.
Jones. Ugh.
I know. But, it was a fun game. Barzy scored a beautiful backhander. Schaaf got another assist. He's got 21 points on the year. He's the Isles' third leading scorer. He is the number 30.
Second in rookie scoring? I
Yeah.
think he's second in rookie scoring.
I think he's third right now.
Oh, is he? That dude on the Ducks, I think, is first. And
the dude in the Ducks is first. Yeah, he's number 3. But he's also got 8 goals, which is second for rookies. But, I mean, 8 goals, it's pretty good for
8 goals per defenseman?
Defenseman.
That's great. That's
good.
great.
Oh, yes. It's not even halfway through the first year. Hell yeah.
That's great.
He's made like a kind of a not bonehead play, but like a mistake on what was it, the Lightning game on I think it was the Lightning game. It could have been last night. No, I think it was last night's game on just a 2-on-2. He instead of like staying in his lane, he moved with the guy, but and took the guy coming across, stay with the guy on the puck, and he was a Tony DeAngelo. And Tony, like, I think a lot of the people are online blaming DeAngelo for that, like not picking up on it. But if you watched it as a defenseman, I'm like, he kind of waited, and then he hesitated to stay in his lane, and then went, and Tony was like screwed because he thought he was committed to stay in his lane, and then had to jump across, and it was too late. Little things like that are 18-year-old, you're gonna make those little mistakes at the highest level, and they're there.
Fuck that. I'm blaming Tony DeAngelo. Fuck that.
And so many people are like, Tony sucks. I mean, look, DeAngelo's terrible. No question.
Fuck him.
He's very defensively not great. His ability to play on the point, the power play, and all this great. That's great. He's a good 5-6 defenseman, maybe a 7, maybe more likely.
How about a 9?
he's a good.
Ugh.
He's good for some things, but you
Mhm.
need someone to really. That's like the weakest point right now with the Isles is defense. Pulak, Pellick, and Schaefer are all like +8 or 9 right now. They're all like they are. Yeah, they're plus. Pellick is and Schaefer are +9 on the season. Pulak is +8, and then it's just those guys are really the main defensive forces for the Isles right now. Without Romanov, and then basically piles of guys, whoever we can pull up. It's kind of it. Mayfield's also the other kind of main guy, but he's all right. They need some better defensemen pretty badly. I mean, it'd be nice to go get a Quinn Hughes, but I don't see that happening. Don't
No,
see
it's
that
not going to
happening.
happen for you.
Not gonna happen.
You know what
They
my
need
favorite
to
game? You know what my
figure it out.
favorite game is during Nick segments? You know what they are?
What?
Like when the Islanders have a back-to-back, I know Nick's gonna fuck that up completely because he always calls it like a double header or something like that. It's just the fucking greatest. When the Islanders have a
What's
back-to-back,
he
he's
gonna
fuck
call it
up.
this week? What's he gonna call
It's
it
the
this week?
best. This week it was double header.
This week it was double header. Sometimes
Double header.
they played day after day.
Yeah, day after day. I mean, it's really the greatest. You really got. It's incredible.
I get away with words.
Yeah, I mean that's what I would say, of course.
That's awesome.
All right.
This is the wrong bell.
No, fuck him. He's not here tonight. I don't know. I didn't have any intro music, but I want everybody to meet Gwen.
Back here.
Oh,
Nick, just for the record, played a little of this segment from weeks past to Tina recently, and she was sure to notice how much Nick taps out during this segment.
any of these late segments that
He's
involve
like,
any type of
I-
raunchiness, Nick is
I
out.
don't want to get in
I'm out.
trouble and say something that's going to get me in trouble, so I am not saying anything. But okay, sorry, Gwen.
Shout out Tina.
She looks
Ideal
like
man doesn't play the drums, doesn't stay late at the bar, does what he says and says what he does not get a fancy lawyer that the other person can't afford if things get weird.
All right. Why would she bring that up very early on in her dating profile
That's
about
pretty-
getting a lawyer?
I mean, why would she bring it up at all, let alone why would she bring it up in the first 30 seconds?
All right. Fair point. Fair point.
My name is Gwen. I am divorced. I have
Looks
2
like
kids.
every
and
Gwen
I will
I've ever
not
met, by
ever
the way.
regret having those 2 kids. Okay, so that's really important for me to tell anyone who's listening.
Okay.
She got some.
Important for me to
Look at this. She's
Very
looking.
intense.
She's piercing your fucking soul.
I
with those
love
eyes.
how definitive she is in the fact that saying she loves her children. It seems like she loves her children. Those are psycho eyes. Those are fucking crazy eyes.
Like crazy eyes, like in fucking Mr. Deeds.
Holy
Hey.
shit. She's very, very sneaky.
tell anyone who's listening. I type 110 words a minute. I actually can type faster, but I keep a little bit.
Oh.
So I was just thinking when you were saying about her eyes, they tend to get a little cross, or at least one of them starts to go inward a little bit.
Yeah.
This is going
This is-
great.
Yeah.
Under
This is gonna be
promise, over deliver. I like the under promise, over delivery. Don't know why it applies so much to typing, but I guess because it was the 80s, that was a big thing.
Big deal.
But her face and her eyes movement. This is gonna be a really like out there reference. But in Ghostbusters 2, in the beginning on Dr. Venkman's program, the lady who had her eyes look all sorts of weird. She played other characters in other movies. But yeah, you can play me off all you want. But that's who I'm seeing when Gwen talks.
That's fucking out there. That's like a
That's a deep pull. That's a deep pull right there.
Sorry, that was obscure.
For myself.
Oh, good.
I blew out my knee jazzercising, so I don't.
Oh my god, there was jazzercise. I don't know if I got this far into this jazzercising.
It was the era. She saw with Susan Sarandon, or not Susan Sarandon, Sally Struthers. What was her? Who was the jazzercise chick?
Susan
Susan Summers.
Susan Summers.
Summers.
Yeah.
Suzanne
Suzanne
Summers. Yeah, she saw her.
Summers.
Sorry,
There you go.
I fucked that up.
Someone in the comments said this is who Michael Scott should have ended up with.
On a guy that's too active. My best qualities? I own a timeshare. My favorite way to unwind is with a Virginia Slim and a big scoop of cottage cheese, half a tomato.
Oh my! Wait, hold on. So can we get into the cottage cheese discussion? Can we get into the cottage? Because the cottage cheese might be the most disgusting thing on planet Earth.
Oh, I would agree.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm with you.
Oh,
Excellent.
Very,
right, the podcast can continue then.
very odd. Very odd flavors.
The consistency of it too is just
yeah. Combination.
Cottage cheese, orange starburst.
Cottage cheese is worse.
Okay.
I thought you meant like on top.
No. But between black licorice and cottage cheese,
ooh,
I mean,
tough one.
Put them in a rocket bolt to the sun.
Tough
I'd be happy.
One.
How much would it cost us if you were
a lot.
A
lot.
Orange Starburst,
yeah.
Cottage cheese, orange Starburst on top. Sandwich.
$19.99. I would do it for.
And we could like, you can even like the Starburst. You can like mush them together, spread them out and make it like a little like area between, like an Oreo.
Make me an offer. I mean, if you want to, let's do this. I mean,
you have to.
I have a price, Nick, for everything. Okay, exactly.
$20.
Don't insult me.
I want to find love is I just think that everybody deserves a second chance.
I agree.
I want to go to the PTA with somebody, not just myself. Oh, there's Gwen. She's divorced. Oh, did he run away with his secretary? I left. A great first date with you would be 2 words.
You get nothing.
Benihana.
Benihana?
I think
I'm digging Gwen.
California in the 80s, Benihana was the bee's knees.
Oh, there's no question about that.
But Gwen, when your best quality is that you have a timeshare, can you really expect to find love?
I would like to know where the fucking timeshare is, though, by the way. There's timeshares everywhere. There's in Orlando.
The beauty of the timeshare is you could always trade your week in and use it somewhere else.
It depends on the value. Yeah, exactly.
How did this happen?
Right.
Whoa.
My ideal man doesn't play the drums, doesn't stay late at the bar, does what he says and says what he does not get a fancy lawyer.
Yeah, no.
That the other person can't afford if things get weird.
All right, pause.
Gwen.
Pause. That makes a lot more sense now, right? The ex-husband hired a very high-priced lawyer.
Of course he did.
To fight her in the divorce.
Absolutely.
So harboring severe resentment. Towards the ex-husband.
Divorced. I have 2 kids, and I will not ever regret having those 2 kids.
Amen.
Okay, so that's really important for me to tell anyone who's listening.
Yeah, sister.
I type 110 words a minute. I actually can type fast.
How many words can you type a minute?
I don't know, but I'd be interested to take a test.
I honestly I would too, because when I'm typing, I don't even look at my keyboard anymore, and I'm usually pretty on. Sometimes I fuck shit up, but
I'm probably in the 90 to 100 range. I would assume.
I don't even know if that's good or not.
I think 100 is good.
All right. Maybe
60 seconds. That's more than a word a second.
Maybe next week we're gonna have a type off.
Maybe we could watch paint dry too. That would be just as fun.
No.
See, again, Nick hasn't said a word in 15 minutes.
I blew out my knee jazzercising.
Well, we're reviewing what we watched to let the content sink in.
I don't want a guy that's too active. My best qualities? I own a timeshare. My favorite way to unwind is with a Virginia Slim and a big scoop of cottage cheese, half a tomato. Why I want to find love is I just think that Everybody deserves a second chance. I want to go to the PTA with somebody, not just myself. Oh, there's Gwen. She's divorced. Oh,
Her
did he
husband
run away
hired a
with his
high-priced
secretary?
lawyer.
I left. A great first date with you would be 2 words. Benny Hanna.
I wasn't quick enough.
My ideal man.
Do you think that
I wasn't
she would
quick enough
bring,
to
like,
do this.
college? Do you think that she would bring the cottage cheese to the bedroom?
I'm sure she would. I'm not big. You know, I'm
Looks
not
like
big on.
cottage cheese. Ugh.
I'm not big on tomatoes, right? But do you guys? Would you do like the tomato and mayo sandwich?
Yeah, I would.
Tomato and yeah. I mean, I've
Yeah,
done.
okay.
But my favorite would be tomato and cheese. Just
Oh yeah,
if you do that,
tomato and
That's-
mozzarella.
Tomato and cheese, no mayo.
No, just even. I mean, that's better. But like, just
Dip it
a
in the
cheap
cottage
way.
cheese first, or
Just like American cheese. What do you got?
Why are we talking cottage cheese? Why are you saying cottage cheese? Why? You know who would like cottage cheese?
Bill?
Bill.
For
Bill
sure.
would
Oh,
fucking
Oh my God, I'm
love
sure he
cottage
does.
cheese. You motherfucker. If you like cottage cheese, we have a problem. Like Texas
You're
right
off
now
the
knows
show.
you don't like cottage cheese.
Permanently.
Expired.
Oh.
This is Bill if he says he likes cottage cheese.
Wait, Bill. You like cottage cheese? Okay, stand over there.
That was the gunshot.
No.
That was the brand new gunshot.
Hoi.
Bill, do you like cottage cheese? What do you think?
Great.
Really? He thinks it's fucking great. Interesting.
Bill, do you like cottage cheese?
Can your vagina be too wet? 100%. And here's how.
Bill, what's it like when you open up the refrigerator and there's no cottage cheese in there?
Frustrating. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. It's frustrating.
Bill, what did your mom say when she started to push you towards eating cottage cheese a little bit more?
Ugh, I can actually hear you getting fatter.
That was good.
You all right? I learned it by watching you.
Like my mother used to eat cottage. My mother used to eat cottage cheese, but my mother also used to eat like artichokes.
Mm.
Dude, what? Artichokes are great.
Bill,
I-
15th scoop of cottage cheese. What is your mind saying to you?
Stop. Okay, keep doing it. Yeah.
That's funny. Bill's heart as he eats cottage cheese.
God, I wish we had the death, the single beep.
Christ Almighty!
Here's the sound of Bill running downstairs to go get the cottage cheese. Oh, you missed that last step. It sounds like.
So Steve, I sent you that a video of that lady who likes the dolls.
I think that should be a segment on the show.
So
I don't think that you should withhold that gold from everybody. Everybody should get to see that.
Like those people exist, man.
Yeah, it's scary, and I don't get it. I just don't. There are many things that I don't comprehend, but that's right up there at the top of the list.
Oh yeah, I cannot. My brain just it watching. I was like, I literally was speechless.
And do you automatically go? Do you automatically go to what happened in your life?
Oh yeah,
years ago that now makes this who you are.
Oh, absolutely.
That's automatically what I think about. That's a good teaser.
Oh man, I'm trying to bring up this other one that I found. That was now that I'm down in this fucking rabbit hole,
Oh, there you go.
it's very, very difficult to get out.
I'm sure your algorithm now just feeds you nothing.
So I found this lady.
Please tell me it's Gwen again.
No. You ready? Oh, please play. Please don't have network issues. Okay.
I've written a letter to Daddy. He's gonna come and play with me. Blanche, do you want your din-din? Do you want your din-din now?
I'm gonna kill me now.
So, Tom, you sent a text message earlier today to me about Home Alone.
Oh yeah. What? How fucked up is that?
And we'll just share it with Nick. Share with Nick what you said in the text message.
So in the beginning, in both Home Alone movies, Kevin has to sleep in the attic, right?
Right.
And this is attic in the suburbs of Chicago in December, at the end of December, which is fucking freezing. And there's no insulation up there. There's nothing protecting the roof rafters. It's just open, and he's there willy-nilly in a fucking shirt and a tie. The fuck out of it. If that kid was up there in real Chicago, he would be blue because he would be frozen.
Okay.
This woman was actually locked in an attic. This is what happens when you're locked in an attic without insulation.
He's gonna come and play with me.
Yeah, this is the kind of person that Kevin was turned into.
Do you want your din-din? Do you want your din-din now?
Okay.
I'm just gonna let that stare at you for the rest of the program.
Is this TikTok? Is that what this is?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't.
Where do you find this shit, Tom?
I'm so glad I don't get. I'm so glad that my
There's a
phone
reason-
doesn't receive TikTok.
There's a reason I don't put
shit.
Because
no
I
social
won't let
media
it.
on mine.
No, it's
wanna
all
know?
static.
Do you want to know how my algorithm gets so fucked up?
No.
Searching for fucking Steve
the
Stomach
show.
stories. Searching
Yeah,
for Steve
100%.
Stomach stories.
100%.
That's how it happens.
100%.
But man, my eyes have been open to a whole new America.
There's
Oh, New America? You live in Florida, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, listen,
Just go up to
we got a
Daytona.
double header coming up. Remember that.
You mean a back-to-back? Do you mean a game after game?
Right. A day-night double header.
A day-night, a split squad? Is it a split squad?
Yeah. No, it's one of the. But one game starts at 12:30 on a Saturday, and the other game starts at 7 o'clock on a Sunday. Then it's a day-night doubleheader.
Subway Series.
All right. I think you've heard all the stupidity and got horrified enough for this week. We'll be back next week to do even worse.
Where we will finally open.
Was
this
that not
pack of
even? That
cards.
wasn't even an agenda item tonight.
We will finally open this. Honestly, I didn't bring it up because I didn't want Bill to miss it.
I agree. I agree, and I'd say it's all Billy's fault. All right, everybody, go to our social medias and try and find us. Good luck.
Bill,
Shit,
say something
Steve, go ahead, say something witty, Steve.
I could not carry that torch.
Well, I mean, you don't. You're pretty witty. All those things you were saying about Bill with the clips, that was great.
My number one quality is that I don't have a timeshare. I didn't fall for that gag.
My friends and rivals. Flyers fuck, flyers fuck, flyers fuck off. Flyers fuck, flyers fuck, flyers.